Hello, this is the 500K Founder podcast that I decided to actually start. We turned it into episodes, put it up everywhere. But really, it's documenting the journey from 5 to 500K per month. From 50K per month, we started obviously at 0, but I wanted to share with you the journey so you can actually make that too. So you can really know the right decisions to be making on a daily basis for your short term, for your long term. Welcome to the 500K Founder episode 17. Today I'm going to share with you some awesome wins that we've been able to achieve recently, really so that you can take what we've done and you can know the right decisions to make in your business. Like, I've been on about 5 calls this week so far, and really the main obstacle that people really have that they're facing, it's not that they don't have any strategy or they don't have even the wrong mindset. It's actually that they don't understand, and because they've never actually risen a business to the goals that they have. So they want like 10K per month, 50K per month for their coaching business, their consulting business. Maybe it's an agency business. They want to scale that. They want to make sure that their delivery isn't a burden, that it's scalable. They can take on lots of clients. They want it to feel good, but they've never done it before. So there's things that they come on the call and I teach them, and then they walk away at least with like a great amount of insights. And so I just want to share with you what I share with them in these calls so that you guys can see what we kind of cover and so that you can know what decisions to make. So this week, in the last 3 days, and I don't say this to boast, but just so that you can understand that I have authority to speak about this because we're doing it in our own business. So we did over $41,000 this week, and it's only Wednesday. We've got 3 new clients that have come into our mastermind already. We have 16 calls booked into the calendar. And really the way we did this, guys, you don't need some crazy website, funnels. You don't need to even send outreach messages. You don't need to spend loads of money in ads. You just need one offer. Get really good at just how are you positioning a specific offer for a specific audience. Now, a lot of people have the wrong targeting for their audience, their niche. They're either targeting broke niches so that the people they're speaking to on the call always say they don't have the money. They're not targeting a niche that is big enough to actually be a sustainable business model, and they don't know how to actually tap into this audience at scale. Or they're too broad and they have a very generalized generic offer which doesn't stand out. So that's the first thing about niche. I'm going to give you the full rundown today. So definitely play full out, really take notes. This can fix your business and you'll learn where the problems are, and send them in the comments below. So the offer has to be targeting a compelling need. You have to have a very clear couple of elements. The first one are you need to know your top 3 to 4 needs that your offer solves for. Okay, you need to know what the solutions are that you're bringing them to, the opposite of those needs, and then the mechanisms. So for us, we solve the problem. The first need is for coaches, consultants, and agency owners. It's really having an offer that isn't selling properly. So we make sure we fix the audience, the offer problem. Lead generation is being done manually, or they don't know how to get leads. Appointment setting isn't systemized, so they don't have a clear way of booking calls from leads that do show interest or could be interested, and then they don't know how to structure their sales. These are all the problems we solve for. So what we give them to solve those issues are, I sit down and I structure their offer with them properly, and I actually sit down and I get clear on these needs, these solutions, these mechanisms. I get clear on a marketing angle with them, and I get clear on a value proposition. So how do you talk about your offer credibly and clearly online? And then how do you actually, what is the value that you are proposing people get from working with you? So it's really important to have these elements dialed in so that you can speak in your marketing in a way, in your content in a way that allows an audience to actually have the ability to become converted into believers of your offer so that they can catch up. Because one of the worst things is when we don't have these elements of our offer dialed in, we just change all of what we're doing in our content just changes all the time. People get confused, and then so they can't take action. So we get clear on that on the offer. And so these are the needs for the offer and the audience. The next one is the lead generation. We solve for this in the way of placing an outreach specialist dedicated to just generating leads in your business. So they're spending 40 hours a week generating leads, and it's very cost effective to run that. So they're getting 50 to 100 leads in the business. That solves the first issue. So you're getting an understanding on how clear do you need to be, very clear on how you solve the issues of your niche. Then we help them create a conversational messaging flow to book those leads on calls. Then we show them how to close those calls. Do we do other things? Yeah, there are other things, but these are the core things that we do to solve these main needs. So we literally have this one offer, and that's what you get clear on in that offer session. So we go on one platform. So this is really key. You got to have that offer dialed in. You got to know the needs. You got to know the solutions. You got to know the mechanisms that you're delivering those solutions with. But you got to also be just on one platform. So like most of us, most successful clients came to us below 10K per month. And what happened was they weren't growing because they were trying to do website design, they were trying to do email marketing, they were trying to do Instagram, they were trying to do all this stuff. And they had like 3 different offers, or they were targeting different niches, but really the platform just needs to be one. So we've done 4.5 years just on Facebook. Like we don't do anything else. We're starting now on LinkedIn organically, but we've gotten to 100K per month just on Facebook organically. So key here is simplicity scales and fancy fails. So doing more is not actually the way to get success in today's day and age. So we're on one platform with one offer. We push out messages with one outreach specialist. So we're using exactly what we're doing in our clients' businesses. One outreach specialist sends out 1,500 outreach per week. They get people into our group, 50 to 100 leads per week in our group. Our setter, we have a designated setter who books the members as appointments. It's not difficult, using exactly the same thing as I mentioned before. Then I'm the closer. I take the qualified calls and I close, okay? And it's exactly the same conversation every time I speak to someone, because things are set up so simply. We've done everything really clearly, foundational, at the foundational level. It's like simple. We have one delivery system. So every single person that comes into our program, they get exactly the same outcome, exactly the same. So because we're able to do this, we've been able to get 70 to 90% of our clients successful within 30 days. And we've been able to do this because we're so simplified. Now, this is our business model. We don't have a massive team. We have 4 people on our team, nothing crazy. And I wanted to really mention this because it's just super important to know what to focus on. So the first thing to focus on, if you don't have the ability to have a clear niche, is just your niche. Focus on that. Then focus on the offer. Then the lead gen. Where do you get leads from? Then the appointment setting. How do you set? And then how do you close? Sales call structure. So this is the future, really, of the industry. Like people are not wanting, people that we serve are not wanting outrageous promises anymore. Like if you're already at 50 to 100K per month, then you could be looking at using something that gets you 100 calls a week. Then you could be looking at getting to 500K per month. But if you're at a business level where you're below 10K per month, you shouldn't be trying to do 100 calls a week. If you did 100 calls a week and they closed properly, you would be completely burnt out with the current delivery systems you've probably got, because they probably involve one-on-one work and you would not be able to take the flow. So important that, you're focusing, if you're below 10K per month, on just consistent income. If you're above 10K per month and it's inconsistent, then this is exactly the system to implement. Because what you want is really just foundational capital, 10, 15K per month coming through the door, so that you can reinvest that in other solutions. And that's really key, guys. It's just super important. So yeah, get ready. We're coming from the top. Before I wrap this up, I really want to inform you that we ran a heavy discount on our mastermind. We were also giving like extensions. We were giving a bunch of free stuff. We actually sold out of that offer. We had 5 people jump in. I think it was 4 people actually in the last week, 5 people over this month. And yeah, these were scholarship offers, and I just didn't want to give an offer right now. I just wanted to share that we're just really grateful everyone's seeing the value in what we do. It's been a journey to get here. 4.5 years, definitely been putting my pedal to the metal for 4.5 years, and I'm just grateful to be here. I'm really just grateful. So we are taking on our first scholarship sessions for next month. If you want to talk more about this, you just got to be a coach, consultant, or agency owner to qualify. You have to have generated paid clients, and you really want to be moving into that consistent income level that I mentioned before. And you got to be able to invest. You got to be in a position to invest. So if you believe you're there and you would like to speak to me on the phone, then just DM me, request a booking link, we can speak, and if it's the right fit to proceed or not. So I'm Ben McDowell. This is the 500K founder, documenting the journey to 500K months without sacrificing your health and really having fulfillment. So it's one thing to acquire goals, and it's another thing to actually be fulfilled in your life. And so we're really pushing that message out there. So not only are you going to scale your business, you're also going to learn how to be fulfilled upon the scaling process. So I come from like quite a self-development background, NLP trainings, lots of these kind of things. So definitely bringing that to the table is important. So you're a nice, well-rounded individual. So thanks for joining me. Have a beautiful week. I'll catch you on the flip side.